guys, Crimson Chaos here, back again for another ranked review, but unfortunately, um, things aren't going too well, first of all. And second of all, we can actually only take a look at these two, and I actually don't really want to take a look at these two, um, just because I played them last night and hadn't played in like 5 days or whatever, and only did one warm up game on the Smurf, and I really shouldn't have. I should have done a few more. Um, but I'll sort of talk through what happened in all of these games, and then maybe I'll play the next three here, and that'll be up to the rounded number of 10. So this game here was a game that I realised that I can actually carry in. Um, but this Mel was actually in mid, so I don't know why it's showing up. Kind of got all of their team's kills, and I also think their comp was slightly better. Our Aurelia was kind of fed as well, but she didn't really come to team fights, and I think that was a big issue. And later on, whenever we were able to make a pick on Mel, we didn't have enough CC because normally Nautilus or something was caught out. As you can see, he had like 15 deaths, came 10th. He was just getting caught out before every team fight, and that's why Mel was able to come back into the game, because you didn't have enough CC for her. Because she was pressing her reflect, and I was just ulting into her face, and she was shooting it back into our team, and that's why she was doing so much damage. So I didn't realize how much of a counter Mel was to me. And like because I had so much attack speed, by the time I got like one ulti off, like I had already autoed like maybe twice, and it was like that was me like completely dead. All it took was two autos from me on her in my ulti that she reflected, and it just killed me. Maybe I could have locked in a wee bit harder and focused up, but like she was the only one doing damage, real damage. And Volibear played really well as well. Our Gwen did not. So Gwen and Nautilus, I think, sort of let the team down quite a bit, which was kind of unfortunate. But essentially, we caught the Mel out and the Volibear, and it was just them two, and we fought them like 4v2, and I just ulted, and just because I knew I was the only one who had the damage to like actually like wipe her out, but I couldn't because of the Mel reflect. So that was really unfortunate. So I thought, right, we'll play another Twitch game, because as you can see, I haven't won very many Twitch games. And so then it moves into this one, and I get another unlucky as well. This one's an ace. This one I got really fed early as well. And I thought we just completely threw the game, because we took like two inhibs, I think, and I told them not to, and they were literally getting free farm, and we were literally at their nexus, because our I'm not too sure how we were at their nexus, but anyways, it was just their nexus left, and we literally just couldn't get it autoed, and they were able to farm up for ages, get Baron, and Yasuo was just power farming on the side, and he came back and just like literally was able to 1v9 us like entirely. I'm not too sure how he was able to do that. I've never seen a Yasuo that good, but he played it really well, so respect to him. We completely threw this game. I died really pointlessly because he was doing really bad, and whenever I was fighting him, I didn't realize how much he had actually been farming and like made money on the side lane, that we were just ignoring him on. And same with Kayle, and they just came back, and like the late game was just crazy. Like whenever we took them inhibs, you can just see like our CS just drastically dropped, and yeah, it was kind of unfortunate, because it was going really well. Let me see if we look at this. Like, I'm the blue line. Like I was ahead of all of them up until this point here, and then like Kayle and like MF obviously, and Nautilus and Bel'Veth never, but Kayle and Yasuo just flew up. And same with Aurelia. Like once they took over Aurelia, Nidalee didn't have the greatest game ever, and neither did Mel. It was sort of just me and Aurelia doing most of the damage, and that was the gold obviously. So yeah, we completely threw that one. So then I realised, right, we're just going to go onto the Corki. And we actually turned up against a Smurf Jinx, I believe, who's actually started to lose quite a bit now. But before these games, she was actually playing like really well. Like these games here, like it just seemed like she was just on like winning all the time. I think I played her around here. Um, I'm not too sure actually. But anyways, I was looking at that and I thought, oh dear, we need to play it sort of safe. And Soraka played the game really well. I got quite fed early as well off the Jinx and Thresh, and then just sort of just couldn't really get into the game, to be honest. Like everyone else got really fed then. So yeah. Then we went back to the Twitch and had a perfect game pretty much. The lane was kind of difficult because it was hard to get on Ezreal, but we pulled it back and like we pretty much just hard carried. The Veigar didn't really do much, and the Cinder was quite bad as well. But I'm not really sure how we won this game, to be quite honest. Probably just me and Leona and the Gwen hard carrying, because like 9th and 10th, like the rest of their team played so much better than us, and we sort of just scaled and came back into the game, because that's one thing I noticed about Ezreal, he doesn't really scale that well. And then we went into the Amumu game, and there wasn't much we can really say. I wasn't, if the replay was available, I probably wasn't even going to show much of it. I was probably just going to show when the Caitlyn AFK'd for about maybe 5 minutes in game, I'm not too sure. But they just sort of ran down early, and I said, wait until I have level 6. This Hecarim played well, but like he didn't do anything special. It wasn't really like a jungle diff or anything like that. So I was just trying to play around Riven and get her fed, but we just couldn't really do much about that. So yeah, someone just AFK'ing, know what I mean? This game here, I thought I did really well early, and then late game it just felt like we had no cohesion as a team. They were running about as 5 24/7, just really unlucky. And then I think I went into like tilt queue, and not myself, but this guy here, like flaming from minute 1, like it was really bad. I think he was just tilted that he was against a Jinx Lulu, which is really difficult to deal with at the minute. So currently, we're not doing well on the Twitch, 14% win rate, 7 games played. But what I'm going to do is play one more, and that'll take us to 3 games, and then play another 2. And I'm going to play, the first one is Twitch, and if it is a loss, that's me leaving Twitch behind, because he's fun, but it just doesn't seem to be working at the minute for me. I'm not too sure why. I used to be, in my opinion, quite good at him, but yeah, it's not going great at the minute. But yeah, we'll go have a look at that now and get these games over and done with. Okay, so we're back after playing them extra 3 games, and yeah, we played the Twitch again. I came up against the Lulu Jinx. It just seems like Jinx is like the best ADC in the game right now. Feels like, and with the Lulu, it just felt like we could never win. I don't know why they picked Janna. And as I said before, I feel like Twitch isn't that great with like an enchanter like protecting him, healing him, etc. It's just not what you want. You want someone to go in, create CC, so that you can free fire with your ulti when they're all grouped. Just didn't really work out that well. I don't even think I'll show this game because I don't think we really did anything that wrong. We had like maybe one fight which led to like us just dying, but like I think we just got bored at a certain point that we were just like not fighting, and like they were just scaling and the rest of our team was losing. So yeah, we sort of just went in once and that like literally ruined the lane. And then we played again, and I played this game really well. 2 out of them 3 deaths were probably unavoidable or avoidable. I would say that I was trying to, because I was so ahead, I kept trying to sneak up on the bot lane and try and kill them, but they were able to just like alt double combo, which was quite strong to be fair. I could see what they were going for. So I died a few times, but other than that, I think I played the game really well, and so did our top and jungle, and so did the support, to be honest, even though he died a few times for a wee bit crazy stuff, but it meant that I was able to survive sometimes, like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes get a kill and get away, even though he was dying for it. And then this game here, I I think there was just a massive mid diff, to be honest. Like, I know it maybe doesn't look like it, but it just felt like like Irelia. We made a dive on bot lane and killed both of them, and then Irelia TP bot and just like got like a triple kill, and like there was just like one fight where we caught the Amumu, he died for Scuttle, and then I turned on the Aurelia, but the bot lane decided to go after the bot lane, even though Mel was mid, so it would mean we get clumped 4v1 versus the Aurelia, but then they just didn't, they just ran down bot lane to 2v2, not sure why, because League of Legends is a bit of a numbers game sometimes, and yeah, so that didn't really help either. That allowed Aurelia to get a kill on me, and Mel didn't have the damage to kill me, like, or kill her at all. Don't know how. Whenever I sort of full comboed, like E into the wall, like the WQ, everything, and she's hit everything as well to CC her. She just was, the Aurelia was taking no damage, so it just felt like after this point, like, it just felt like we just were never going to win. The Mundo played perfectly safe early, and Seth didn't, and sort of threw his 1-0 lead, which was kind of unfortunate. Tried my best this game, I just couldn't get back into the game after, like, the Aurelia got too strong and the Jinx got fed from I don't know what, and it just felt like I couldn't actually get to the back line, and I wasn't tanky enough to do the frontline tanking, because Amumu would just go on me and with Aurelia, and just the team just wouldn't be able to do enough damage even though they're full focusing me. So that was kind of unfortunate, to be honest, but we got auto-filled, so it's like whatever. But I think potentially, well, I said I was going to play, I got 1 for 1. I think Twitch, I want to stop playing him so much. I need this sort of just leave him alone for a bit, and if it looks good and I know what my support is, if it's a melee support, then we'll go for it. Because even you can just see the difference in the games. Like this one, 973, like I did really well early because I had the Nautilus. This game went terribly, had the Xerath, then again Jinx Lulu, 2 games in a row. So I started banning Lulu actually from this game onwards. She just seems like she's it just allows whatever ADC she's with, and specifically Jinx at the minute, to just do whatever the hell she wants. And then obviously this game, Twitch with Leona did really well. So, and this game as well, you know what I mean? So it just feels like there's a bit of a difference. This one was the worst one with Nami, you know what I mean? So I think we're 25 games now. The win rate is not looking good. The Smurf is actually in like nearly Emerald 3 at this point. Like I just seem to be getting better supports and just better teams on that account. I'm not too sure why, so it's kind of unfortunate that I'm doing the ranked review on this account, but I mean, what can you really do about it? This is the main account, we want to do well on it. Maybe I'm pressurizing myself too much, whereas I can play on the Smurf and be a bit more chill. But I'm not even really going to go into these games and specifically look at them. I think this game, I think the virus just kept like walking up, and like we were just like sneaky and just killing him over and over. This game, everyone just sort of fed, like their team comp was just crazy. They had so much more CC etc than us, like with Lysandra and Amumu and Set. Like we had no front line, so we just, every single time we tried team fighting, I think only two of my deaths were team fighting. 2 of them were like dying doing something stupid, trying to fight Jinx or something like that potentially, but, or getting Dove maybe, one of them was. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. And then obviously the Skarner game, just I feel like there was a lot of bad decisions early, and their team comp looked pretty clean as well, to be quite honest. What sort of lost the game, we were fighting a dragon and the Lux hit a double Q on me and Maokai, and then Amumu went in, ulted, then Lux ulted, then Jinx was just free hitting, so it just, I think at that point, like, the game was just lost. I didn't even get to use my ulti because I was just CC'd the entire time. So, kind of unfortunate, but we move, and hopefully we can get a few better games in. potentially stop playing as much of the Twitch because all I see is red. I think I'm gonna actually try 5 Jinx games in a row here and see if there's much of a difference, because I suspect there might be. So we'll end this episode here. I know I didn't really show any gameplay, but that's fine. I think just talking about like the games or whatever, and noticing that I need to actually actively think about when I'm picking the Twitch, because it feels like it doesn't really work. I think the only champion enchanted that it would work with is potentially the Lulu, but I'm just against it twice in a row. The Jinx Lulu, it seems really strong. Like, it just doesn't really seem like it's playable into, like, you can't really kill her. Like, even this game, like the Aatrox was like hyperfed, Warwick hyperfed, like, and they just could not get onto the Jinx. And this game was like completely our fault, by the way, in the bot lane. I think if we had chilled. But then again, she got like shutdowns in the Aatrox for like 700 gold, and at that point I knew it was like over. So I know it was my fault for even making her like slightly strong, but I think they were always just coming back into the game, it felt like. So yeah, what can you do? We just need to start playing better. So hopefully next episode you will see 5 blue games in a row. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully.